done blowing off the combine, checked the oil. I got it running here. I need to put some fuel in it. It'll be kind of tricky because we have the tractor running the augers parked right in front of the fuel tank, just because of the way we got to set up the auger, but I think I can get it in there. Got the dry bend cooking. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off, but as it basically dries out the corn, it blows the steam out. That's how it dries it. We got it about to the top of that walk-in door. We're gonna top it off today. We got Dylan on call. I don't know if we'll be able to get the auger cart in the field because it was really muddy where we were at yesterday, and this field is right next to it, so it'll probably be just as bad. But there's a sand ridge that cuts across this field, basically all the way across, and then we load over by the road. So we might be able to have Dylan load on that ridge and then come across to the road. That way I don't have to be running back and forth with the combine. And we're off. One of the problems we're having with this wet corn is that the combine is chewing it up, and it's just kind of grinding it up in the separator. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just grinding up the kernels because they're the wetter corn is easier to break. I've got the concaves open pretty wide, actually a little bit wider than what it calls for on that slide chart, and I got the rotor slowed way down. It's just not fun to pick wet corn. It's hard to get it all. I don't think there's a whole lot we can do about it. We've got water everywhere. Out of these ruts. I had to back out. Now I'm having trouble getting out. There we go. Oh, this is miserable. Yeah, I was really hoping to switch over to vertical till corn on corn next year, but with these ruts we're cutting, we're gonna have to run a chisel plow or something through here. We can't have these ruts. It's not ideal, but it's time to get the corn out. We can't really wait around. I guess the best case scenario would be if the ground froze, but I'm thinking the ground's still probably close to 50 degrees yet, so it's going to take a while for that to happen. It is supposed to get colder this week. I don't know if it'll get cold enough to freeze the ground, but we'll see. That would actually be nice. Someone commented asking about tracks that you can get on combines now, and that would be a lot better for these conditions. The problem is they are extremely expensive and they take a lot of maintenance. You got, you know, the tracks themselves wear out, and then you got the bogey wheels and the drive wheels. I'm not sure about all the systems, but some of the drive wheels have rubber on them, and that rubber wears out. So it's not something that you just buy and then you run it forever. It takes a lot of maintenance. If I were to change anything about this combine, I'd like to go to bigger tires like 650 duals on the front and add rear wheel drive. I think if we just added rear wheel drive the way we're set up, that would make a huge difference because you wouldn't be trying to drag the back of the combine through the mud. It would actually kind of push itself a little bit. But these conditions aren't typical. We usually deal with this every 5, 6, 7 years. So it's not something we really want to spend the money to be equipped for. Now, if this would get to a situation where this would happen year after year, then we might change our mind a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on, but I got one row plugged up. Hopefully we didn't chuck a gearbox. I can't see the knife rolls on that one. Let's see what happens here. Alright, we're good. I don't know what the deal was with that. One of the problems we're having with this hybrid, I got a cob here. See how rubbery that is? Different hybrids have different characteristics, and this one just has a rubbery cob, I guess. And what happens is, when you run it through the machine, instead of just stripping the kernels off the cob, it actually will grind up the cob. And it's really hard to keep that out of the tank, because if you close down the sieves too much to get the cobs to go out the back, you'll start losing grain. But then if you open it up enough to where you're catching all the grain, you get cobs in the tank. So it's just a really fine line. It's almost impossible to get what you want to happen, but you just got to do your best. I don't know. I think we've just got 160 acres of this hybrid. I'm hoping none of the other ones are this bad, because it's really difficult to get the combine set. You just feel like you can't do a good enough job, and I really don't like that. Ran back up to the house here for a minute. Dad said the Kubota had to do a parked regen for the emission system, so he couldn't unload while it was doing that, so it took him a little while. So I'm gonna head back to the field. I'm gonna bring my truck out there. I got all my tools in here, just in case I have a breakdown or something. Well, Dad said to just get 2 more loads in the bin, and that'll be enough for now to get it cooking. I think we're gonna do that and then move over down the road to another farm and see what the moisture's at. If it's not terrible, we'll just haul to town the rest of the day. I'm really surprised at how fit this field is. I had a lot of trouble on that end row, as you could see, but the rest of the field hasn't really been that muddy, which is kind of surprising because there's 100 acres on this farm. There's 40 on that side of the ditch, 60 on this side. That 40 has a fair amount of tile in it. This one I don't think has as much tile, if any, and it's in better shape. I don't know. I'll take it though.
Early bird discounts book today online at ChrisBryantCruise.com.
One life at a time.
I've got an issue with the header height sensor. We go through about one of them a year, and we have the new one. I just haven't put it on yet. It's weird because they still work, but the combine says it's not working. I don't know, it's weird. Looks like I'm gonna get my cover crops flown on today. I'm having some rye flown onto a standing cornfield. I was gonna drill it.
Out on video.
Yeah, I did. I was planning on drilling it, but we didn't get the corn off in time, so now we're just gonna have him fly it on. Maybe I can get over there and get some shots of it. That's actually the field we were planning on going to pick in, so we'll have to wait till he's done. With any quip program that I got in, I'm supposed to have my rye done by November 15th. And we'll probably have the crop off by November 15th, but it's too wet to get in there with the drill. So I just decided to have him fly it on. My second choice would have been to have, there's a guy who's got a Hagee that he can actually drive down and drop the rye between the rows. I would have rather had that, but like I said, it's too wet. He won't be able to get across it. So, yeah, I guess flying was my only option this year. I would love to get my pilot's license someday. I think that'd be so cool. Decided to have Dylan come out and run the auger cart since this field isn't that bad. Well, we got our 2 loads in the bin. I'll come up here and talk to Dad and see what we want to do next. What do you think, Sadie? What do you think, Sadie? She has no opinion. Dad and I decided to switch places, so I get to drive the new truck for a while. We We ended up coming over to this farm because it's got some corn over there that's starting to go down pretty bad. I'm not sure how fit the ground is going to be. It's usually kind of wet over in that area where the corn's down, so we're going to do our best and try and get it before it gets any worse. First load off this farm, I haven't heard what the moisture is, so I guess we'll find out. So I did get to haul a few loads with this truck a couple weeks ago when we were emptying out that dryer bin. It seems like it's got plenty of power. It's rated at 470. It originally was 430, but the guy we bought it from said he had it turned up to 470. Plenty of power. It doesn't seem like it has the torque that the other truck has, but that's a C15 versus a C13. So we got a few less cubes in this truck, but overall, I like it. It drives nice. It rides nice. So I think we'll keep it around for a while. That first load tested 23. That's a little bit better than where we were at on that other farm. That was 25 to 26. What's everybody think of the lettering? We went with the lime green because I played around with it on my computer with a bunch of different colors, and I've seen a truck that's blue and gray kind of, and it has lime green accents, and I kind of liked it. So we played around, put that on there on the computer, and Dad liked it, Mom liked it, so that's what we went with. It's 4:30 now. The elevator's open till 6. Probably got time for 2 more loads, and then our plan is to go back over where we were this morning and get a couple more loads picked to put in the bin tomorrow morning. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Dylan likes the horn. Another little field here. There's like 2 or 3 acres in this little spot, but it's starting to go down pretty bad too. We probably ought to get that off. This farm, there's about 100 acres total. It's cut up with a whole bunch of ditches, so it usually takes a little while to harvest all this corn here. It's pretty sandy here, so the corn's not doing as good. I think it's making like 150 to 160, but that's not too bad for the year we've had. Whew. It is chilly out there. Tarp. That's a really big grain bin. I don't know how much it holds, but it's really big. I think our whole farm could fit in there a few times. 92.3%. I guess that's not terrible. Got time for about one more load here. Dad's over on that little field picking that down corn, so that's probably about all we're going to do tonight, and then we're going to get moved back over there and load things up for the morning. So this is about as good a time as any to end things. My GoPro, I'm having trouble with it in low light. I don't have a whole lot of experience with it yet, and I don't know if there's any low light settings. It's a GoPro Hero 7 Black. If anybody knows anything I can do, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell. That'll notify you. You guys know the drill. I don't need to keep saying this, do I? Anyways, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter links are in the description, and we'll see you on the next one.